What's going on, everybody? Matt here, bringing you guys another different video. In my last video I did like a indie promotion championship belt, and a lot of you really liked it. As far as the first time I uploaded it, I had some problems with sound, so I re-uploaded it, and of course, all the views and stuff are much lower than what they were. But from what when I first uploaded it, from what you guys were telling me as far as Instagram and YouTube and stuff goes. You really liked it. You really liked the way that it was different. It was new. Of course, my wrestling posts don't really get like a whole lot of views, but that's not really the point. The point is me just basically making videos and just more or less just posting things that I like or I enjoy, whether they get a lot of response or not. It's just kind of one of those things. So I decided to do another one. This is actually our Trampoline Wrestling Federation, Amateurs Wrestling Federation, whatever you want to call it, from about 11 years ago, 12 years ago. It's quite a ways back. So we're just kind of going over some old history stuff with you, time traveling, if you will. I got a belt, a couple of pictures that are still left over, and then our two DVDs that we put together. The name of this company changed a lot. We were kids. We were big fans of the Hardys and stuff like that. So whenever we first started, it was really similar to the Hardy stuff. Trampoline Wrestling Federation, that sort of thing. But then we changed it shortly after, actually, and made it the Amateurs Wrestling Federation. That was just kind of like something different we'd never really heard. And we kind of wanted to be our own thing at that point. Like, we were taking everything pretty seriously and just basically making it a whole lot more professional for two kids putting on trampoline matches. But yeah, this is the belt. The metal clip made just for this belt and screwed on to keep it on there. Got your snaps here. Stitching, I actually stitched the backing on because the backing was added after the belt was completed, so it was just a lot easier to cut it off right there and stitch it. Got some studs here, side plates, got our little, I'm not even really sure what these are called. Got two on either side, here and here. Got some crosses, some Celtic looking crosses, more studs in between the side plates and the big plate, and then of course the big plate, the big AWF championship, And the nameplate's pretty funny because it's a replica nameplate that we would just continually black out with Sharpie and just write our names new in silver over and over again. I was looking earlier to see if you could see the other names that were on it, but I think at one point we actually sanded it down and started over because it started doing this here with spray paint. It was cracking real bad. So we just sanded these two in between the screws, started over. You can see a little bit of a ding in the nameplate. But yeah, this was the official trampoline wrestling belt that was put together. My dad actually put this together for us because it was a whole lot better than throwing $300 and $400 replicas around. So I'll show you guys the back. This belt's actually pretty heavy. Of course, the backing covers the male screws. It's pretty heavy duty bolt and washers holding these on. There were actually stones holding these. We're not really holding the side plates on, but just kind of like an accent on each corner, kind of covering up the bolts. But those have long fallen off. Of course, this belt's seen much better days. I mean, it's on a vinyl strap, so it was already pretty flexible to begin with, but I mean, it just folds up on itself at this point. The strap's pretty worn down. You can see a lot of corrosion inside of the snaps. So, but yeah. Got like I said, the big screws, the bolts and washers holding the plates on. Didn't have any break or pop off or anything. This belt was used just like the ones on TV, probably actually a little worse. Because we were, again, kids just wanting to to do the professional thing. So it's pretty cool, but it's kind of nice to kind of reminisce, I guess. This was, like I said, about 11 or 12 years ago. Got some pictures back here. This was the TWF days. That was our logo. It's basically the WWE logo with just the T and an F put on the end of it. That was back whenever it was the TWF. We didn't have any of the poles set up or anything on the trampoline. It was just the trampoline, just us in there kicking each other around. Also found, which one of them's broken, which breaks my heart because I didn't have it saved to another file. Again, this was years ago, but this was our first one ever that we did. And I broke it pulling it out of the box. And this is our last one. I think it was our last one. It was our last recorded one. We had several shows. We actually had a show pretty much once a week to once a week, maybe 2 times a week. But we didn't record all of them. It was just these 2 because this was our first one. And then this one was another big one where it wasn't just like 1 or 2 of us. It was about 5 or 6 of us that were in it. So the shows that we would normally have every week was just like 1 or 2. We'd have, like a championship match or whatever, and it was just for us, basically just to get in there and get our hands dirty and an excuse to put our wrestling stuff on and beat each other up. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, this is just a nostalgia post for myself, kind of going back, and it was 11 years ago, so a lot's changed, a lot's happened, so it's just kind of cool to go back and see just how crazy things were and how crazy we were. So again, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more. I'm actually working on making about 3 or 4 more videos just this week to start posting in the near future, so stay tuned for new, better content, and we'll see you in the next one.